Welcome back to Review Time with Miss G. Today on Review Time with Miss G, we will be discussing context clues. By the end of this video, you should be able to say, I can determine which word makes sense to complete a sentence. Let's say that together. I can determine which word makes sense to complete a sentence. Being a good reader is like being a good detective. One must pay close attention to each of the clues in the story. When trying to figure out a word, you can use illustrations and the words around it. An unfamiliar word you find is like a mystery. Without that word, the sentence you read will not make sense. So here we are going to practice together. This time we got lucky, and we have illustrations that can help us with the sentence. We are going to do this like we will usually do in class when we have multiple choice. We are going to use a 1 for the answer that is closest to the left, and a 2 for the choice or answer that is closest to the right. Are you ready? The sentence says, the bird is in the blank. Is it a car or a tree? Remember to use the illustration to also help you. Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Which one did you put up? Was it a 1 for car or was it a 2 for tree? If you chose tree, blank to see if it makes sense. The bird is in the tree. Does that match the picture? Yes, it does. The bird is in the tree. Now let's read the next one. I like to ride my blank. Use the picture to help you. Is it bike or apple? Ready to choose? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Did you choose a bike? Does that match the picture? Let's put it in the blank to see if it makes sense. I like to ride my bike. Does that match the picture? Yes, it does. Great job, friends. We have one more. Are you ready? Let's read. You eat a yellow blank. Is it bike or banana? Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Did you choose bike? Is there a bike in this illustration? No, it is not. Is there a banana? Yes, it is. You eat a yellow banana. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Let's practice again because practice is everything. Awesome. So here we have a fill in the missing words. We have over here a word bank where we can use the words here to help fill in the blanks. Let's read. Jack will blank a cake. What word best fits here? Let's use our word bank. Jack will same a cake. Does that make sense? Let's try the next word. Jack will late a cake. Does that make sense? Let's try the next word. Jack will bake a cake. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So because we have many words in this word bank, we're going to cross out the word bake and place it on our line. Let's go to the next word, the next sentence. I was blank to class. I was same to class. Does that make sense? Let's try I was late to class. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So we're going to cross it out and write it. Let's go to number 3. We will blank a test. We will same a test. Does that make sense? We will take a test. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Let's cross it out and place it. Next one, number 4. Can we play a blank? Can we play a same? Does that make sense? Can we play a game? Does that make sense? Let's fill in our blank with game. Awesome job, Scholar. Next, we are in the blank class. We are in the same class. Does that make sense? We are in the wake class. Does that make sense? No, so we were better off with our first choice. We are in the same class. And since we only have one word left, let's go ahead and fill in our blank with this word. I wake up at 6. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Awesome job, scholars. Kiss your brain. Give yourself 2 snaps and a dab. And hit the folks. You did that. Now it's time for you to practice on your own. We have to figure out the missing word in these sentences. Here we have a word bank and illustrations to figure out the missing word. Here you have a word bank to figure out the missing words. So grab a few pieces of paper and a pencil and get started. But don't forget, remember the missing word helps make the sentence make sense. Read the sentence with each choice given. If there are illustrations, you can also use those to help you make the best choice. The word that makes the sentence flow is the correct choice. You've got this. Thank you for tuning in to Review Time with Miss G.